Vancouver home sales are falling, but listings are at record highs. If you're a buyer, this could be the best opportunity we've seen all year. Guys, before we get into it, comment buy right now in the comment section. I'll send you my free Vancouver's buyer guide so you can take advantage of this market. Let's get into it. Today, we're breaking down the October 2025 Greater Vancouver real estate market. We're going to go over some stats, sales numbers, active listings, prices. And I'll explain why this market is so advantageous right now for buyers and why sellers need to be more strategic than ever to get the results they want. Let's take a look at the overall market snapshot. Let's start with sales. Residential sales in Metro Vancouver, 2,255 in October. That is 14% lower than last October and way below the 10-year seasonal average. Even with the Bank of Canada cutting rates, buyers just haven't rushed back. So what does this mean? Well, the market's slower, and this gives buyers way more negotiating power than they've had all year. So, let's look at this. Let's compare October 25 sales to 2024 and the 10-year average. So when we look at inventory and listings, in October, there were 5,438 new properties listed, almost the same as last year. But here's the bigger picture. The total number of active listings hit 16,393. That's 36% above the 10-year seasonal average. So more listings means more options for buyers and more opportunities to negotiate. If you're looking to buy, this is the market where you can take your time, compare neighborhoods, get real value for your money. I've discussed this in previous videos, but that's where we're at right now in this market. So now let's look at sales to active listings, right? An important number to watch is sales to active listings ratios. This helps us understand how tight the market is right now. So overall, the ratio is 14.2%. Detached homes, 11.3%, attached, 17.6%, and condos, 15.5%. Rule of thumb, when this ratio stays below 12 for a while, prices tend to soften. That's what we've been seeing. When it's above 20, prices usually rise. We're far from that. Right now, it's clearly a buyer's market, and sellers have to be smart with their strategy and pricing more than ever. It's pricing is the number one key. If we are priced even just by 50,000 on a detached, you could be sitting for a long time. Let's break down prices now. The MLS Home Price Index benchmark for all residential properties across Metro Vancouver, 1,132,500. That's down 3.4% from last October and 0.8 month over month. Detached homes, 693 sales. Benchmark, 1,916,000. That's down 4.3% year over year. Let's look at apartments. 1,071 sales, benchmark 718,900, down 5.1 year over year. Townhomes, 477 sales, benchmark 1,066,700, down 3.8% year over year. So overall, prices are easing slightly. Detached homes hold their value a bit better, while condos and apartments are seeing larger price adjustments. So we just got to be, you look at it from both a buyer and a seller aspect, but let's look at why buyers have the advantage. Okay. It comes down to more options, right? With historically high inventory, you can compare homes across neighborhoods, right? Less competition. So there's way fewer buyers in the market, means you have more time and leverage in negotiations. You also have price flexibility. Sellers may be willing to offer concessions, cover closing costs, or make repairs more than in a balanced market and any of that kind of stuff. So really, my key takeaway, really, if you've been waiting for the right time to buy in Vancouver, fall 2025, in my opinion, is it. You just seen it's this year's now continued on where it's really time where you can really make some moves. Sellers, pay attention. This is not a market to rely on multiple offers automatically. High inventory right now means you're competing with so many homes. Overpricing, like I've said before, can leave your property sitting unsold for months. So really, when I talk to sellers, to succeed, you need a strategy that includes accurate, competitive pricing, number one. Then comes down to professional marketing and photography and your social media reach. online exposure. You need the reach. It's bigger than ever now. Flexibility in terms of incentives to attract serious buyers, but sellers who take a strategic approach will still get a top dollar, but those who don't will struggle and their properties will sit. Bottom line, it's been shown. The high inventory is moving the premiums, but anything that's not, you're just going to sit. So inventory peaked in June and is slightly lower now, but it's still historically high. Bank of Canada, guys, unlikely to cut rates further this year. So we're kind of seeing where we're sitting. People can kind of plan it out a little more, but slower sales and high inventory means this buyer flavored market is likely to last into the winter. For buyers, this is a time to act smart. Sellers, strategy is more important than ever to get the results you want. I can't stress this enough with sellers. We've seen so many sellers that are still hesitant to come down, but they are starting to realize this is the market we're in. So fewer sales, record high inventory, and slightly easing prices make this one of the best buyers markets in a long time. Sellers, your strategy matters more than ever. So listen, guys, that's your market update. If you're ready to make a move in Vancouver, comment buy or comment sell below. I'll send you my free Vancouver real estate guide so you can navigate this market with a lot of confidence. Again, drop me a DM. All my information is in the description. You can book a call with me and we can strategize whether you're on the buyer side, seller side. But guys, again, this continues. We're in another market where we are seeing steady decline in prices, record inventory, and I see this continuing. This is a trend that's going to continue. So if you're waiting for that spring market to all of a sudden, create magic if you're a seller, I don't see that happening. I think this is something that's going to continue on. And markets go in cycles. We do recover, but I think this one's going to take a long time. So guys, that's it. That's your market update. Until the next video, we'll see you next time.